Welcome, beautiful souls, to a pick a card reading for March 2024. We have 3 piles for you to choose from. We have pile 1 with the raw citrine. We have pile 2 with a tumbled piece of lavender quartz. And pile 3 with a piece of tumbled green fluorite. So pick whatever pile you feel most drawn towards. If you feel drawn to multiple, there might be multiple messages in each. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't for the collective. And I hope to see you in a reading soon. All right. Oh, timestamps are in the description box below. Toodles! Hi friends, welcome to your reading. You have chosen dun 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 dun. We're gonna go with raw citrine today. Okay, that's what I'm feeling for you. This is not always how I pick crystals, but Taylor, what are you doing? Stand up, girl. Okay, all right. So this is your ancestor message for the month of March. For pile 1, let's see who is pile 1 needing to hear from for their month of March. Let's see. I'm feeling very high energy. We're going with that one. Some cards that fell out of the deck, but I'm going with Jumbie. Total disruption with the death card. So don't be afraid, okay? This is a transformation that is coming for your month of March. There's this reawakening, and we have Saturn here. Some of you might be going through a Saturn return if your natal Saturn is in the sign of Pisces. Putting that out there. You don't have to be. Just go and check your natal chart if you don't know. This deck is coming to you March 12th, The Secrets of the Ancestors by Abrams. Abiola. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing your name. So, tears will be shed. Are you ready to accept change? Because ready or not, here it comes. You are living the Zen proverb, let go or be dragged. What are you struggling to hold on to? Ding dong, that old situation is dead. Shift happens. There is radical change happening with you and around you. Allow yourself to cleanse the energy of the past and forge ahead. A new beginning starts now. Ancestral memory. Jumbies are otherworldly shadow spirits and monsters in the Caribbean. In Caribbean carnivals, the Moko Jumbi towers high on stilts as a god who sees right and wrong doers. People fear the Jumbi as a messenger of death. However, the Jumbi is most potent as a messenger of life. Jumbi reminds us to embrace the changes that life offers. Jumbi is as much about beginnings as endings. Ancestral medicine. Fear of change and fear of death are two huge fears of those who walked before. Your ancestors are calling on you to release fear and rise as yourself with all of the lessons from the past in your heart. So tarot correspondence is death, and that would be Scorpio energy. Scorpio could be a big theme, like the energies of Scorpio could be a big theme in your month of March. You could also have Scorpio as your sun, moon, or rising, or that could be the sign of someone important in your life. Doesn't have to, just putting that out there. The declaration, I am completely open to the sacred magic of change. So change is in the air for your March. March is the season of spring. Okay, let's look at this birthday book. This is my mini one. I have multiple, but maybe I'll do a video on all of my birthday books. Your birthday could be in March for some of you. So the birthstone of March is Bloodstone, which is courage. Courage could be important. We have flower, the jonquil, and color white. Okay. March 1st to 21st is governed by Jupiter. Women mate in Cancer, men mate in Capricorn or Virgo. Now that is ruled by Pisces. And March 22nd to March 31st, that is governed by Mars. This is a little bit off because I'm March 20th. And so technically this would make me a Pisces, but I am an Aries according to my birth chart. March 22nd, March 31st, governed by Mars, mate in Leo and Sag. That is Aries. So not a big fan of this art though. Okay, just putting that out there. Now, we're going to get into some tarot cards to kind of see how this change is manifesting. So how is this change manifesting for pile 1 in the month of March? New land is coming to mind, so you might be moving, or either your house or your place of employment. Total disruption. The Lovers change romantically. The Flamingo. True and long-lasting love finds its way into your life. Follow your heart with caring actions and choices. Your choices might be different. The way you carry yourself might be different. And your lover, whoever that might be, may take notice. Or other people are going to appreciate how intentional you are with your time. I'm also getting like messages, and I'm not like, this is not a drastic change, for example, but let's say, you're putting the do not disturb on your phone more, or you're choosing not to respond to emails after a certain amount of time. You're not making yourself available to everyone at all hours of the day. Never got that message before. And that's, I think, like the power of your intuition coming through. Your intuition is getting stronger. You're able to discern more about what is right for you. I'm getting the energy of like a calm mind, and that is achieved through meditation. And I've always felt so much, I feel spiritually recharged after yoga or meditation. Like I can see clearly now, the rain has gone. That song might be important to you. If you know, you know. We have the 9 of Earth, the ragdoll. Oh my gosh, don't know where that came from. The ragdoll cat. Your success has brought you financial security and the reward of much deserved time off to enjoy your own company. Okay, you may suddenly have a brilliant idea for a business or self-employment opportunity that will be very successful. So this is like enjoying the fruits of your hard work, and getting that recognition that you deserve. So let's say, you worked really, really hard and you're putting hours into something that you're passionate about. You're going to get recognition from that. Disruption with regards to your routine is also possible here. Getting more sleep, for example. You might be a night owl and you're becoming more of a early bird gets the worm kind of deal, okay? Let's see what else. What else is coming through for my pile 1 in the month of March? Cat naps. Maybe your body is needing more sleep. And I think that's where intuition comes in, where you're honoring your body and what it needs. You're listening to yourself, because sometimes if I need to take a nap, for example, it's very rare that I nap throughout the day. In high school, I used to get really bad migraines, and sometimes if I got a migraine, it was the end of the world. And with this flamingo card here, you need somebody who honors and validates that pain for you, and is able to validate what you need in the moment. Let's see what else we have. We have the 6 of Air. So this is the 6 of Swords. This is a change in scenery. I said moving or travel even, and changing even the route that we take to work is can be enough to kind of stir up something. So we have the rescue cat. This is a mixed breed. The challenging times are coming to an end, and you can now breathe a sigh of relief. Let the past go and embrace the happier times ahead. Cats are really big for you, okay? And then we have the King of Water, the penguin energy. Warm-hearted, devoted, loving, and faithful, a trustworthy person or relationship enters your life. You may receive wise and compassionate advice from someone who speaks directly from the heart. This could be a shifting dynamic in home where maybe you need to take up more space in terms of career, and so your partner has to step up. Even if you don't have children, this could be your partner stepping up around the house and, cooking dinner and doing more chores around the house. I will say that if you're single, you might have to balance your time differently. Okay, so that could mean catching yourself when you're on the couch and you're just, you've been scrolling through TikToks for 2 hours. Getting outside more, this could be literally like just taking walks around the block, but this could also be getting out of your head and pulling yourself out of a situation where you're like too close. Let's see, what's the energy on the bottom of the now I don't know. I'm thinking it's this horse. Didn't mean to do that either. Sometimes life gets messy. Because this cat is giving me full steam ahead here, and we have the Knight of Air, thoroughbred. Get ready for progress to speed up. The situation requires you to choose logic and intellect over emotion and make your decisions quickly. In other words, you have to prioritize your needs above everyone else's. This is decisive, focus, driven, and impulsive energy. And that might not be your cup of tea. You have the green light. You have the go-ahead. And it's interesting because I'm seeing similar colors in these tarot cards and in this oracle deck. 13 reduces to 4, and that is stability. And so you're prioritizing stability this month. Even if that means taking a rest day, because sometimes we're so hard on ourselves. And especially now for me, I have never been so exhausted in my life. I am going to grad school, and I have a full-time job. And so this tarot channel, unfortunately, had to take a back seat because I could not juggle it all. And I really needed to do dishes yesterday. And I did some, and then I guess I passed out after dinner. And my boyfriend had to bring me to bed. That's how tired I was. My point is that sometimes we can't get everything we want done in a day. That doesn't mean that we have to shame ourselves for it, okay? Honoring what we need requires us to be honest with ourselves. That's what I'm going to say. So honesty is your best policy. Let's get some oracle cards on top just to kind of see. Pile 1. Excuse the dog barking outside. Maybe someone is trying to get your attention. Hanging out with a friend, seeing your friends, maybe even like traveling short distance. This is Gemini vibes, by the way. We have Gemini, we have Virgo, we have Aquarius, and then water and air. Interesting. So intimacy is in reversed. So I'm thinking that you haven't been able to nurture a sense of self-intimacy or intimacy with a partner for a while because you've been so down. This card upright says connect, discover, and voice your needs. So you haven't been voicing your needs, and that is something that the universe wants you to prioritize in the month of March. Explore exploration. So again, seeing new places, and then healing. So this is in reverse. So something from your past might need to heal. Something that's been on your heart for a long time needs to be said. And this doesn't have to be some big thing. This can be something that has been like gnawing at you for some time now that you have to speak up about. Not feeling a sense of intimacy with your partner, okay? Not getting your emotional needs met. This could also be, you're giving way more than you're receiving. The energy of water is very important to you. So like visiting a lake or an ocean or even a creek, like just giving yourself a bath, for example, that might be very soothing, but water energy is coming through here. I'm trying to see what tarot card that I want to pull, or oracle card that I want to pull from. We're going to get this one, and we're going to get this one. How is pile 1 healing in the month of March? How is pile 1 healing in the month of March? This could also be seeing your family, extended family, soul family, in-laws. We have shadow work with the night moon, so that makes sense. Shadow work is very, very important because it allows us to see our own shadow. And every time I think of shadow work, I think of Peter Pan, because he always was losing his shadow. And he was trying to catch his shadow, so to speak. And Peter Pan, obviously, like, he was like almost like the king of Neverland, right? He never wanted to grow up and take responsibility. And maybe that part of you is shifting, where you're recognizing areas like up. I can't keep pretending. And the Taylor Swift song, since I'm staring at her, Never Grow Up, is about, wanting to grow up so fast and then finally reaching that point of adulthood and wanting to be a kid again, because you don't have as many responsibilities and you don't feel this sense of loneliness. So truly, finding ways to be with yourself, to spend time with yourself and recharge outside of time spent on a screen. Journaling is going to be very helpful for you. Journaling about something that happened in the past that might need this moment of catharsis and release for you. This is releasing an anchor that's been keeping you down. I'm going to get an Angel and Aura's Oracle card from, this is also Radleigh Valentine, and I actually got that in the last Hay House box. But that's where I got these cards, by the way, if you're curious. The Secrets of the Ancestors Oracle comes out March 12th, and the Animal Tarot comes out March 5th, I believe. What does pile 1 need to know about their month of March? What does pile 1 need to know about their month of March? Because if you don't do the shadow work, you can't have a genuine sense, like a genuine intimacy. You haven't experienced it. So it's like medicine. It's cleansing. Makes me think of the song, Taylor Swift again, Clean. Ooh, the power of prayer. So connecting with the divine, your spirit guides. This is number 40. So again, card number 4. You might be in the throes of a spiritual awakening. We have surrender, believe, affirm, and release. Yep. This is your past and present coming together. And prayer is essentially just communication with the divine. And they might be trying to send you signs as well. This is unity. We have the yin yang here, right? Whatever spirituality you practice, and maybe in March, that's about redefining what that looks like for you and you only. Because a lot of the times we try to appease our parents or, certain people about our spirituality, and that is something very, very personal. So some big change might be happening, but that also, it could for some of you, and then for others, this is transforming the everyday moments. And I know that seems broad, but I think for those that need to hear that message, that will resonate. And I encourage you to meditate on these messages and really ask your guides if this if this message is meant for you. Because a lot of the times we just, we decide, yep, this is my pile, so everything in this should, line with me. And, this is a general reading. I'm picking up a lot of energies here. King of Water, so that's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Sun, Moon, or Rising. Knight of Air is Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. This is also changing the way you communicate about your feelings. I looked at the clock, the viewfinder, when I said that, and I saw 2022. So 222 is important, but also 2022 might have been an important year for some of you. 2 honors the feminine principle of receiving and softening, and for some of you, one of those is out of balance, so either the feminine or the masculine. It's almost like you want to do so much all the time. You want to be on all the time, but then you don't realize how much of a toll that takes on you. And maybe that's you're giving all the time in your relationships without receiving. And relationships, they're a two-way street. Language, affirmations might be your love language. And when you don't receive that, maybe, that takes a toll on your self-worth as well. I'm trying to think. I think we're going to close here with our Astro Dice. We have the 11th house, Aquarius energy, spirituality, technology, the future. Oh my gosh, Aquarius is the sign, okay? And then we have, I believe, the North Node. Some of you might be Aquarius risings, but this is like yourself appearing as an enigma to others, or you being like awestruck by other people who, you can't read them. But this is also daring yourself to be different and embracing that authenticity and that individuality that you possess, that can't be taken away from anybody else. And if you feel like you're the weird one or you're the outcast, maybe that network of people that's not for you. And so defining your soul family and finding people that bring you peace is going to be a big focus for you in March 2024. I hope this resonated and hit for you, and I will see you in a reading soon. Give it a like if it razzled dazzled and gave you some razzle dazzle. Like, I don't know. I'm tongue tied. Think before you speak. Okay. I'm going to leave you with that. Toodles! All right, pile 2. If you chose the lavender quartz, this is for you. So we're going to get into your ancestral message for the month of March. If I sound congested, it's because I am. And this has been a week now, so I'd really like this to go away. But I missed filming, so here we are. This deck is the Secrets of the Ancestors Oracle, and this is coming to you March 12th from Hay House. In case you are interested, I will have the link down below where you can pre-order it. Pile 2, let's see what your ancestral message is for the month of March. There's a lot of uncertainty And I wonder if you guys have been doubting yourselves or you've been faced with a really big decision. There's something going on here. Let's see. We have another card fell a different deck. So we had Altar of Water, love overflowing, but it's in the reversed position. So let's see what this says. Okay, this is in the guidebook. I'm kind of doing this because I'm unfamiliar. I don't want to say, but speaking just intuitively, this altar of water, okay? Altar is a sacred space to honor something, and you are not honoring your feelings, or other people are not honoring how you feel. There might not be enough time in the day to do things that genuinely bring you joy. There could be a situation from the past that is bringing up certain emotions that maybe you didn't feel the first time around the block, you know? So let's get into it. This is card number 27. 27 could be an age, or it could be the date of March that, you know, March 27th could be significant for you. So divine love, romantic love, communal love, every kind of love is pouring through you. This is the beginning of something beautiful. Make way for the joy of new love. This new relationship can be a friendship or a new suitor. It could even be a career partnership that you love, or even renewed love for an already existing person or situation in your life. Either way, you are worthy and deserving of this magnificent new blessing. The water ancestors represent emotions. Allow the seeds of joy to blossom with the energy of boundless love. What can you give back to your community? Now, yes, this is the Ace of Cups. A declaration, I trust the guidance of my heart. In the reversed aspect, you are holding back on love. But the question is, are you holding back on love for someone else, or are you holding back on love for yourself? Your self-love is not what it could be. Beautiful. It's time to turn love inward, have compassion for yourself, care for you, and then allow that love to flow naturally outward. So this is all about giving yourself grace. And a lot of people are unfamiliar with what the concept of grace is. Giving yourself grace essentially means treating yourself the way you treat others. Not being so hard on yourself when you make a mistake, or when you don't do as great as you wanted to on a test or exam. Not demanding extras during a time when you clearly didn't. This is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, by the way. Doesn't have to be, you know what? Okay. So let's get into the cards. Shuffling. We're shuffling and we're shuffling, shuffling and we're shuffling, shuffling and we're shuffling. Pisces season is the first half of March, so that might mean that like the first half of the month you're focused on giving yourself love. When I was single and I was manifesting a new partner, I listened to this meditation that was really healing, and it said that it's important that it's important to know what you need so you can give that to yourself, instead of looking for other people to give that to you, because then you give yourself discounts essentially. And that really stuck with me. Pile 2, what does pile 2 need to know for their month of March? Justice, here we are with the elephant. Fair decisions will be made after all the evidence is reviewed impartially. Have compassion for others and try to see all sides of a disagreement. So there is no right or wrong. There is no right or wrong here. You might be worried in this decision about hurting someone else's feelings. Justice can also be a court decision that you're waiting on, or something legal. Maybe this is a legal binding that you want to get out of. Maybe you're not feeling the relationship anymore. It's really hard. When I said that, yep. I have like this tightness in like my diaphragm, and it's just like, I don't know. It's just, this isn't fair. This hasn't been fair for you. I'm hearing like it was never a fair fight. So there's some pain that some of you are getting over in the month of March. Or like it's a painful battle going forward for some of you. That might be a very specific message for some. Another message I'm getting is making decisions for yourself. Choosing not to go out. I don't know if you can hear people outside, and if you can, so sorry. We have this Knight of Water with the frog and the glass slipper. Romantic, flirtatious, introspective, and enchanting. A deeply emotional and probably romantic experience will sweep you off your feet. Things can move very quickly during such whirlwind encounters, so stay balanced and make decisions with both your heart and your intellect. So again, this decision making, not letting love, take away I get really distracted by conversations. I hear them getting into cars. I don't know. I'm whispering like they can hear me. Taking a leap in a new direction might be scary for some of you. I heard be careful with what you wish for. Some of you might have manifested something and it isn't exactly what you wanted. And so you're wondering like how you're going to make do, how you're going to move forward. This is also about romanticizing the everyday. Let me adjust my microphone a little bit. Let's see what else we have. This is also a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces coming in. Some of you, again, could be Libra or have Libra in your chart somewhere. Your one-on-one relationships is what you're prioritizing. Okay. Someone might come along that might not exactly be the person that you were expecting to fall for, and it happens. This could be following a breakup. So again, be mindful of where your heart is at. I know after relationships, you can be very vulnerable, and sometimes you have to stop the relationship. Like I remember my first ex after I was friends with someone from my past, and she said the best way to get over someone is under someone, and obviously it's not the best advice for everyone. I mean, maybe that worked for her, but it definitely didn't work for me. And I clearly remember meeting this guy and going on a date with them, and I had a panic attack. I really did. And I was like debating whether or not to go. However, where he lived, it was very far from where I lived. And so I was like, well, I made this drive, so I might as well. And he was not a good kisser. I clearly remember that. I was like, we got to my car and he kissed me and I was like, And what else happened? Oh, I knew that I was like, still wasn't over my ex, and I felt bad for this guy because I didn't want to like lead him on. But yeah, long story short, I cut it off because I was like, I didn't want to go there with that person because I just knew I wasn't in the headspace too. And I didn't really like, so it's like, do you like, there's that dilemma, right? When we put ourselves in situations sometimes and it's like, oh, now granted, I had my time where, I was okay with seeing other people after a breakup. It was a different breakup, but like during that time for myself, I knew that wasn't going to make me feel better. It was good because it got me out of the house and it was a distraction, but was it a distraction that I really wanted? Not really. That was a long tangent, and that may or might not apply to you. That may or may not be your situation. So I'm sorry for going on that. But Seven of Fire, the gecko. We have standing your ground here, okay? Be assertive, believe in yourself, and don't let anyone take away your personal power. Trust that your inner guidance is true and follow it completely. Again, sometimes you have that voice in your head and you'll know. You'll just know, okay? Let's see the card at the bottom of the deck. We have the Eight of Earth. You got your head in a book. Like, your mind is very curious about something. It's the perfect time to learn all you can by returning to school, taking a seminar, or conducting research of your own. Do your best work, and the law of attraction will bring you prosperity and career advancement. You can never go wrong by following your passions, and sometimes you might have to say no to others who might not get necessarily where you're trying to go. The Seven of Fire is usually like standing strong, and they have a shield. They're very defensive. So have a good lawyer. I don't know, like good legal counsel is really important. Some of you might be in law school, or you might have a plan for law school, or you might be taking the bar or studying. Balance your time wisely. Follow your intuition. If it doesn't feel good in your gut, then, obviously take that as a sign. Let's get some other messages. Something is taking up a large chunk of your time, whether it is a love that you have, like a passion. And because this altar of water is in reverse, this could be a passion that, was from your past and you're bringing it back. Okay, let's see what pile 2 needs to know for their month of March. Oopsies. Death and rebirth. Death and rebirth. Transformation, new self or cycle, releasing resistance. And then you have this Phoenix rising here. This is this altar here. Releasing an expectation from the past that you really wanted and creating space for a new possibility, a new passion, so to speak. And this resistance is coming through very strongly with the Seven of the Seven of Fire, the Seven of Wands. Believe in yourself. Believe that you are meant for this next chapter into your life this March. And that means too, like, you might have to say no to things that bring you joy, or no to things that, like hanging out with friends and stuff when you have an exam. Like, you are being responsible, you're taking matters seriously. And this, like, it's almost like you have outgrown your skin, and like a snake, you have to shed. I saw 444, so repeating fours might be important for you. Let's get another oracle deck. We're going to go with this Moonology messages. Pile 2. Ooh! We got 2, so I'll take it. Knowledge, drawing down the moon. So knowledge is power here, and you're learning a lot about yourself. You're valuing knowledge, valuing conversations that bring insights, or reading a lot more, learning a lot about yourself. That is going to be something, and this is with this Eight of Earth, is like curiosity about a certain lifestyle. Making a certain change requires you knowledge. And when you know better, you do better. That is a quote from Maya Angelou. We also have transformation with moon magic. Wow. So I'm definitely seeing an emotional release that is bringing about a physical transformation. You are no longer settling for less. You're not allowing yourself to settle for less. That's where that discounts is coming through. Ooh, I'm feeling like death card energy, but like in the best way. Let's see. We're getting our last oracle card. We have 2 again. 44. I said repeating 4s. Here we are. Your divine. Your desires are in reach. Sorry. Your desires are in reach. Faith, patience, excitement, and relief. Feathers might be a sign from your spirit guides. Jovial pink. Compassion, self-care, simplification, and beauty. Surrounding yourself with beautiful things. Telling yourself that you've got this. Compassion is a very soft color, or compassion. Pink is a very soft color, and that's usually associated with compassion. Simplifying things. Don't, like, if it's so hard, then 9 times out of 10 it's not for us. Like, if it's so hard that it's like if it feels like you're forcing yourself into this mold, then rethink the shape that you need to bend. Rethink your configuration. Self-care is really important. You need that. You need to take time for yourself instead of prioritizing everyone else. Wear the color pink in March. I like that. I like this message. Honoring your needs first. Okay, we're going to end with our Astro dice. I'm going to give them a shake. Saturn, 6th house. That is home and service. So home, work, service, pets. Okay, your pets might have to get like some dental work done. Gemini, communication around your everyday routines. This could also be joining a class with friends. So this could be like going to a yoga class, playing a sport, okay, getting competitive, like pickleball, for example. Dedicating yourself to a project. Or so, for example, let's say you live with people, and so you delegate tasks so that everyone has something to do in order to maintain a clean home. Decluttering is coming through, or like getting rid of books, getting rid of papers around the house, organizing for tax season. That is something that nobody wants to do, but you got to do it anyway. Saying yes to things that get you out of your comfort zone, taking short trips is going to be something. Convening with friends. Taking photos or seeing photos of friends, reacting to them, seeing like exchanging funny memes. I'm seeing that. I'm also going to do one more thing. Actually, no, I'm going to leave it. We'll do it next reading. All right. I'll see you soon. Toodles. Give it a like if it resonated, and I'll see you in the next one. Mwah. Oh, making doctor's appointments, getting your teeth cleaned, flossing. Okay. All right. Done. Mwah. Hello, lovely souls, beautiful people. Welcome to your reading pile 3. We're going to get your ancestral message for the month of March, and I see you've chosen the green fluorite. So wearing green, your heart chakra is connected. So love, an existing connection might deepen, a new relationship might blossom into something more. Maybe you're focused on self-love this month. That said, let's get into our message. This is the Secrets of the Ancestors Oracle. I had to look back at the box and see what it was. Coming to you March 12th from Hay House. And I will leave the link below. Let's see. The Twins, conscious connections. So this is the Gemini card. It's the Lovers. Conscious connections, conscious connections, conscious connections. This is also affiliated with the sign of Mercury. So communication between your connections, receiving messages from potential lovers, or I don't know what I'm trying to say, or friendships. That's what I'm trying to say. Maybe somebody is coming back into your life. Let's look and see what the guidebook has to say. So this is our guidebook by Abiola Abrams, and we're going to go into this. You deserve to be loved fully and completely on your terms. Check in with your closest relationships. What needs to be addressed? Are you at a crossroads? The twin ancestors show up together to represent love of all kinds: familial, romantic, divine, and self-love. The twins are heart-led, passionate, and crave connection. Bring your whole self to all loving unions. You are worthy just as you are. The ancestral memory. The twins are depicted by the ancient Marasa Jumeau twin Iwa, deities of Haiti, renowned for their healing powers. Ancestral medicine. My child, there are those in your bloodline who didn't know love or considered it a frivolity. Frivolity. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Do not let this be your inheritance. The tarot correspondence is the Lovers, the declaration: I am worth loving and I am love. Say, I am love, I am love, I am worth loving. That is going to be your affirmation for the month of March. Now, with that being said, we're going to get into our tarot. We're using the, I think it's the Animal Guides Tarot. The box is here. I just don't. No, see, that's what I was trying to avoid. Is the other oracle. I'm a hot mess right now. I've got oracle cards like all around me. So yeah, we're a hot mess today. Animal Guides Tarot by Radleigh Valentine. That's what we're using. So sorry. Maybe you need to declutter like me. That is going to be my priority for the rest of the day, is to kind of clean up my space. Okay, so let's get into March messages for pile 3. March messages for pile 3. Twins might be important to you. Not all, but some. Again, that's a very specific message. We have balance with the zebra. This is the Temperance card, so this is Jupiter blessings. By merging varying points of view, you can generate an extraordinary new idea. Compromise with others and collaborate to discover a better solution. Teamwork makes the dream work, I see. Being an individual while also maintaining your identity in a group. You might be challenging that role to change. So for example, maybe you are always one to take charge, but you might have to challenge yourself to allow other people to kind of step in and not fear that, you know, the end result is still going to be great, even though, you know, you didn't do everything. I don't know why I'm saying that. But maybe that has to do with parenting. Like maybe you're always the one that takes the kids to school and, you know, you have to let your partner do it or your sibling do it. And, you know, they're still going to get to school and they're still going to know that you love them, even though you didn't take them to school. If that makes sense. I don't know. It's a random example, but we have 3 of Earth. Okay. Miniature poodle. Your most satisfying and profitable career comes from following your passions. You can't go wrong. Listening to your heart and doing what brings you joy. Your life purpose is best fulfilled by allowing your talents and true self to shine forth out into the world. You're going to be recognized for your talents, or your passion is going to speak for itself. Maybe you're winning a competition. Okay, luck is on your side. Your networking pays off, or like someone takes notice of your Instagram and they reach out to you and ask for a service of yours, or your Etsy store starts getting more attention. see. Pile 3, month of March. The Knight of Fire. We have passion. Passionate, charismatic, confident, and restless with the Dolphin. An opportunity arises that needs your attention right away. Moving quickly is important, yet there's nothing you can't handle if you follow your inner guidance. So trusting yourself. As more responsibility comes up, you have to trust yourself that you're able to handle it. However, that also means that you need to, balance through boundaries. Balance through boundaries. Let's get the bottom of the deck energy. We have the Hermit, Firefly. Take time for contemplation, to retreat and go within, be a beacon for others on their path to spiritual enlightenment. And this is all about, making time for yourself, really putting into practice the things you say you're going to do. Especially if you have a lot of obligations in the family, or you have a job and you just feel exhausted. Like sometimes you just need to decompress, and that might mean spending some time solo. This is your time to shine though in March. I really feel like people are taking notice of your energy, of your confidence. You might be prioritizing fitness more, okay? Really like strength training, for example. You have to balance, obviously, the amount of time that you go to the gym and like the food that you're eating. So for example, you can't like lift a bunch of weights and then eat a small garden salad. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to match that energy with like a lot more protein than you're used to. So your actions have to match, the words that you're putting out. The Knight is like all about, like, I think of movement. So movement in a career, movement to a new place, travel. We have some cards here. Death and rebirth, but it's in the reverse position. But this says transformation, new self or cycle, release resistance. So maybe this resistance and like you're fighting something that has to change. You just don't want to face that yet. So that is also fire energy. And then we have intuition. Intuition versus fear, connecting to your soul, trusting yourself and source. Yes. So like sometimes, especially like the universe, sometimes they'll send us messages and we really don't want to hear them. And you're like trying to turn it off, but you can't. And that's like, our gut feeling. Our gut feeling is trying to tell us that this relationship is not safe, or, this job might not pan out in the long run. Like changing the course of your career, changing your career might be something that you're doing, or you're trying to get a business off the ground. And it's hard. And many people will tell you, just get a job, but it's like you're fighting for what it is that you want. And deep down that it's meant to work out. What gets you excited? What's your reason to get out of bed in the morning? Giving yourself time to reflect. That's why I love meditation, because it's quietness in our mind that is allowing those intuitive sparks to start. We're getting a Moonology message for pile 3, the month of March. Yep. So we have 2 that came out. The void moon is do nothing. So sometimes it's like, you can't do anymore. You've done the most. And sometimes doing nothing, this like hermit energy, it's like it's enough to help us recharge. We also have the past, but it's in the reverse. And this is, what is this? Moon memories. Can't change our past. We can only move forward. However, your perspective on that memory or of, that person, whatever, has to change. You still have ties to that memory. Like, you haven't made peace with your past yet. And that might, or like, is like a certain block is holding you back. Maybe doing nothing is a very foreign concept to you. You always have to feel like you're on all the time. Because in the past, maybe, you made a mistake when you did nothing. Like maybe you waited for this deadline and you kind of blew an opportunity because you weren't on task at all. And so now you're living in fear that if you take a break, then you're going to lose that opportunity. And that's your universe. The universe is saying you have to heal that. Your spirit guides are saying this is time to heal that. Hanging out with people that really bring you joy, that where you can shine the brightest and they get you. Not comparing yourself to your sibling or not comparing yourself to good friends. You're on your own path. You're on your own journey. Music, dance, that movement to help you, really release is going to be important. Solitude. Okay. Yes, spending time with others that bring you joy, but also doing things that make you happy. Be the real you. Yep. We have this corporate identity, and then we have ourselves. And this is the freedom, authenticity, uniqueness, and courage. It takes courage to be ourselves. And maybe this job is draining you, okay? Maybe you get to work and you're just I don't want to be here. So that might be a sign from spirit that maybe you need to find something else. And that doesn't mean that you're a loser for needing this job. It's that's the cycle of life. Congratulations on one of the true spiritual secrets. Your dazzling personality and your freedom of expression have the angelic world in awe of you. Your aura colors are bright and beautiful, and people around you can feel it, even if they can't quite put their finger on what they're experiencing. Not only is this benefiting you, but also you're setting an example for others to live their truth. Keep shining your light, because the world needs this kind of joy now more than ever. And your color activation is pink and green. What did I tell you? Pink energy is embracing you with self-love and confidence. The color green is gently boosting your self-expression and allowing you to speak your truth. And that's speaking from the heart. I'm feeling the need to I'm going to take some disco ball messages, shake it around. Yes. If you want to fly, give up everything that weighs you down. You have to release that past. Okay. Next, we have Astro Dice. Conversations with siblings, conversations with friends might help you change perspective. We have Mars, so this is taking action on something, on a dream, on a passion. This is like fighting with fury. Like, I don't know. This is passion. We have the 4th house of home. Okay. This is our private life. Creating a space where you can work creatively, getting inspired to do something maybe around the house, like home renovations, or decluttering a space and create, like, bringing new life into a space. I'm getting that. We have Taurus energy with money and personal values. So really considering what your personal values are. And I recently had to do this for an assignment. Capricorn just popped out too. So Taurus and Capricorn might be interesting. But with Taurus energy, I'm getting the sense of like stubbornness. And sometimes we need to confront that for ourselves. But, oh, my battery's about to die. Hold on, let me change and then I'll come back and we'll wrap up. So I was talking about finding your values and then I got distracted by everything. But values are a lot harder, I guess. I literally had to take an assessment, okay? Because I felt like I didn't really know myself. And with Capricorn and Taurus, like Taurus might be your personal values. Capricorn might be what you value in your career. And maybe you haven't been feeling like you're doing what brings you the most joy. And so this might be like a starting point. Maybe you want to create content. Maybe you want to start an Etsy shop. Maybe you want to go back to school. Like anything and everything is a possibility. You just got to like break it down. And finding what works for you might not be what necessarily goes for someone else, but that's why it's, your respective life. So with that being said, thank you so much for tuning in and listening. Capricorn and Taurus, by the way, they might be like important signs for you in the month of March. And that could even go for themes. Like when you might even be like taking action towards buying a home or leasing a home, or like deciding in March that you're going to start saving for this new lease that you want to, like, because you want to move. I don't know. I'm getting lots of different vibes here, but cleansing your energy is also going to be very important. Travel, short distance travel even, or long distance travel, like planning a trip to another country, or another, like a very far away place. And so you're starting to save for that. Very, very exciting stuff. I'm like, the future is yours for the taking. Okay. I have this very deep-seated feeling that like, you've got this. You might not think you do, but you do. Okay. Don't let other people's projections like get in the way of what you think is possible for yourself. Okay. Sending all my love. And if this resonated by any means, give it a heart or give it a like. And I will see you in a reading soon. Toodles!